The 2K Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled...
.2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And keep in mind, just the two-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, given the way things went for them in that game, I'll bet they wish they could play them more than just twice. But we'll see if they feel that way once this game's over.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Pierce in at the small forward.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Here is Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Off the pick, and Butler sends it back. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Leonard with the ball, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Leonard dishes to Embiid. The kick outside to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Griffin with the... Pierce against Embiid. Crawford outside. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. It's home. In by Los Angeles. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Here's Embiid after Paul Pierce's score.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And the rejection by Leonard.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Nash outside. The kick outside to Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots definitely a factor early.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's Butler following the score by Jamal Crawford. Left side, Butler. There's the bucket. Good. Butler's got 5 points so far.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And it's Paul penetrating. Embiid trying to break loose. The offensive rebound. The shot's good from Paul.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Brooklyn.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of Clark ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
Pierce kicks to Jordan, and that one is stuffed right through.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flow.
Getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
Now here's Leonard. 43 points out last game. The feed to Nash. Shot clock at 6. For 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Crawford against Nash. Crawford passes to Paul. Tries it from 19. The shot is off. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. Seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
Here's Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeking.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
And it's Paul penetrating. Nash with the block. And they get it back.
Philadelphia foul call.
The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he makes the first. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say, of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career. Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey. But you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career. And also, for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game, if you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
Butler goes in. Leonard kicks to Allen. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clippers trail by 12. And the Clippers call time here.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Pierce. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they've had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Stevenson kicks to Paul. Passes it to Smith. Uncovered. Here's Aldrich. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Aldrich has got his first basket of the night. The 76ers leading by 10. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
It's no secret that Steve Nash is the motor for their offense, and I asked him how he planned to slow him down. He said there really is no way to stop Nash from going where he wants, and they'll just try to rotate well to recover when they get that ball flying around on the offensive end.
Thanks, Doris. And the rejection by Leonard. The kick outside to Butler. Nash outside. Takes the 3. Chris Paul grabs the miss.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Philadelphia shooting an impressive 60% early. Embiid with it. 12 points for him. Kicks it out to Allen. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Racking up the points down low. Well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. Third is Joel Embiid.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yeah, no matter how much attention they're getting, they're still going to get their points. I mean, opponents just have to keep fresh legs out there and try to limit the damage and make them work for whatever points they do get.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Nash. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. It's going to be Embiid shooting. It's going to go on Cole Aldrich. The 76ers making a switch here. Roten's checked in. Now here's Paul. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. Smith sets the pick for Paul. Here's Stevenson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Stevenson as a Hornet, but just couldn't find a unit with which to make it work.
Now here's Embiid. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
Yeah, and Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric who played overseas, and now Embiid.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
You know, regarding Joel Embiid, the foot was not his only injury when he entered the draft. In his one season at Kansas, he battled both back and knee injuries. Obviously, though he's very young, his durability is of some concern.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And it's Smith missing.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
One Grand Army Blast. When I get inside, the door shut and the lights go off. Another track. I hear it.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Tony Roten out there with Stauskas. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Grant, and it's Covington in at the 3.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
They grabbed their own miss. Good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Grant outside. Crawford with the steal. Here's Griffin. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Griffin's got 6 points.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Crawford. Again, Los Angeles.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
The 76ers leading by 8. Stauskas dishes to Roten. Feeds it to Covington. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Roten sets the screen for Lopez. And here's Stauskas from the arc. Count that one. Stauskas has got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Griffin attacking, and it's denied. And he's able to get it back. That is good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Stauskas, guarded by Crawford. Stauskas with the bucket. Stauskas has got 5 now. Clippers trail by 11. It's stolen by Stauskas. To the paint. Here's Grant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Here's Stauskas, guarded by Crawford. The three. Rebound by the Clippers. Rebounds in this game. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Crawford.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And the 76ers with some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Butler comes in for Robert Covington. And Nash is subbed in for Tony Wroten.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And here's Leonard from three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Crawford.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Nash, the pass to Leonard. Puts up the baby hook. Nice D from Griffin.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Crawford outside. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Here's Stauskas, guarded by Crawford. Leonard against Griffin. Leonard attacking. 6 to shoot. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Butler's got 14 points.
Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You've seen it, Craig. You know exactly what's going on right there. He answers right back with that 3 of his own.
The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Stauskas. He has 5. And it's Butler missing. The Clippers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Pierce inside the 3-point line, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there. 76ers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Nash kicks to Leonard. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Allen's checked in for Nick Stauskas. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Paul's checked in for Jamal Crawford. The 76ers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Paul against Nash. It's Allen on the wing. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez. The 76ers leading by 4. Outside Leonard. 14 feet away. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Allen. A 3-ball. And good on the basket. Book it. Allen's got 9 points.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Paul for 3. And he gets the bucket.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Griffin. Kicks it out to Allen. And Pierce pulls it down.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The pass to Retina. Jordan with the screen on Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. And then for Los Angeles, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Griffin. Smith comes in for Pierce. Lance Stevenson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Jordan kicks to Smith. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Nobody near Allen. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's 12 points for Allen.
Ledee just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
The drive by Paul. That's good.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Kicks to Leonard. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Another miss by Leonard. Clippers trail by 5. Now here's Stevenson. High arcing shot. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And it's Butler missing. LA's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Paul against Butler. And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Jordan. And the rejection by Leonard. Philadelphia leading by 5. Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year. Earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
Jordan sets the pick for Stevenson. To the paint, Leonard with the steal. Here's Butler, and that one is hammered home.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon. Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well, corralling those Karens.
Yeah, that's about the only thing, because not a whole lot else going right for them thus far.
Stolen by Stevenson. Now the Clippers moving it up. Paul's running. Count the bucket.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Robert Covington comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Roten subbed in for Steve Nash. Allen for 3, and that is good. Allen's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
So for the Clippers right now, Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the small forward position. Clippers trail by 8. No good. Great D that time from Leonard. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Embiid throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
The 76ers leading by 8. Butler goes in. Down low. Here's Leonard, and the foul on Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Leonard. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got 15 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Paul Pierce. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Leonard, that's for 2. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Goes up on the high post. Here's Paul. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's a signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that. Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
And Leonard gets it to go. Clippers trail by 8. And it's Pierce in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Ball against Nash. Fires from deep. Pierce with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. They get the rebound. And the rejection by Embiid. Leonard dishes to Nash. And finished off by Leonard.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Inside. And it's sent back by Lopez. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Nash missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That's good in the 76. Sixers lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Pierce. Butler on the way, guarded by Crawford. Butler passes to Lopez, and stolen by Jordan. Pierce against Leonard. Pierce kicks to Paul. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Really a solid comeback effort here.
Here's Embiid and the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
Yeah, you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Pierce. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris. And Embiid gets it to go.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Paul against Nash. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Paul.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Nash kicks to Butler. The shot. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Griffin can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pass to Butler. It's tipped. Paul with the steal. He kicks it to Pierce, and it's sent back by Lopez. Fast break, Philadelphia. Leonard with no one around. Connects from 3-point range. Leonard's got 22 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the that jam. Beautiful.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Embiid, no good.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Over in the corner, Paul dishes it to Griffin. Lopez with the block. And it's the Clippers scoring again. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Butler against Redick. Stolen by Pierce. Paul dishes to Griffin. Pierce, wide open. He fires. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Pierce has got 9 points here in the second half. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Paul goes in. Now the dish to Retina. 16 feet away. No good. Great D that time from Leonard. The 76ers trail. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Yeah, he really could have fouled that one up trying for the big slam there, though. Just a nice, solid finish for the layup.
That shot wide open. Redick's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Clippers. Butler against Redick. Embiid, the pass to Butler. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Paul kicks to Redick. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Here's Jordan. Lopez with the block. Fast break, Philadelphia. Leonard's got the ball.
Leonard playing extremely well. He's got 26 points and 3 denials. He's really opened up things for his passing by having so much success from the three-point line.
A double threat, really, in a big way today.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Robert Covington's checked in for Lopez. Allen comes in for Butler. And it's Tony Roten in for Nash. The Clippers also making some changes. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Pierce.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And that one's good. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
Stevenson right side. 3-pointer. The shot no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. They host the Kings after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. The shot's good from Paul.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now here's Paul. He's covered by Roten. Paul kicks to Aldridge. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And, you know, thinking again about Smith, he made some big shots for the Rockets last year, but you never know quite what you're going to get with him taking perimeter shots.
The Clippers have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. The 76ers making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Crawford's checked in. The 76ers leading by 4. Allen up top, guarded by Crawford. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Covington dishes to Embiid. A three-pointer off the mark.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
The drive by Paul. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And, guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Shot A. I like that, Greg.
That's a 2 from Smith. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And the 76ers get it back. Allen for 3. The shot is off. Clippers trail by 7. Crawford outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And that's 20 points for Jamal Crawford.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Allen in the post, guarded by Crawford. He feeds it to Paul. Here's Stevenson. Now here's Allen out there with Grant. Then it's Nash. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Stauskas in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Picked by Griffin. Pierce. Here's Paul. And it's all evened up. Paul's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Clippers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And Nash, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
It's Crawford on the wing. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Crawford's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. The 76ers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Ray Allen is on the wing, guarded by Crawford. Allen against Crawford. The drive by Allen. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
In the corner, it's Crawford. Goes up on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
They just call him buckets, Jamal Crawford. His shot, a thing of beauty.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Allen against Crawford. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Butler, he's checked in for Ray Allen. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jordan's checked in. Paul kicks to Jordan. Back to Paul. In the corner, it's Crawford. Jordan the screen. Paul outside. Right side, Pierce. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 17 points for Paul Pierce.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Crawford against Butler. And Jordan sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Crawford with the ball. Guarded now by Nash. And it's Paul missing.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Butler against Crawford. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Jamal Crawford picks one up.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in this game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Grant, and it's Leonard in for Stauskas. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Butler can't get that one to fall.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
It's Pierce on the wing. Lopez covering. Pass to Redick. From past the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the dunk by Lopez.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
And stolen by Nash to take the lead. Here's Embiid. It's good. This game is all even. Embiid's got 30.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
It's Pierce on the wing. From about 16, and the bank shot is good.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Butler passes to Lopez. Embiid against Jordan. Embiid inside. Great D that time from Jordan. The Clippers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th. 8 of 12. Pierce's shot is good.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Embiid dishes to Butler. That's good. Butler's got 22.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The drive by Paul from the stripe. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line. And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
And the numbers back it up, Greg. I mean, he's brought his hard hat and mean mentality to the glass with him today. Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Pierce's shot is good.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as he gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
He dishes it the ball. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And Embiid throws it down.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. Here's Griffin, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Leonard, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
And the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Five on the clock. Pierce inside the three-point line. Pierce with another miss. The 76ers trail by 4. Leonard attacking to the middle. Butler rejected by Pierce. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. Leonard kicks to Butler. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Perfect inbounds play there. You couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Nash against Paul. The feed to Retina. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Butler. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of the coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
And Butler, here we go. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Butler. He's got 24 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Pierce against Leonard. Clock at 6. Embiid with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Butler. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to get this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that. But I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Nash against Paul. Right side, Pierce. The 10-footer. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see them double up here.
I agree with you, Clark. They have not been successful with their single coverage.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Clippers trail by 5. It's Pierce on the wing. Down low, Jordan. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Nash gets to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's the Clippers. They trail by 3. Here's Crawford. It falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Leonard attacking, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Nash. Passes it to Embiid. Money!
Make it 2 hands for safe. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. He got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And the Clippers call time here. They're losing by 3. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Paul with the 3. Can't knock in the 3.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
So the 76ers win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline.
Kevin, I'm here with Steve.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
There's no question about it. As far as small forwards go.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
I'm from. I make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your...
There is nothing like it. He'll have 60 seconds to try and make his way through 5 racks, each one containing 4 regular balls. He runs his total all the way up to 26 points. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
Yeah, didn't look good there for a while, but give him credit for overcoming that slow start to turn things around.
So it'll be Kawhi Leonard here.
There's no time to waste in this competition. The clock is ticking, and it's ticking fast.
But as a shooter, you don't want to keep peeking at the clock in between shots. I mean, you almost have to keep time in your head, but really most of these players have practiced at home before this competition, so they have a decent idea of what's ahead.
Now with 4. Moneyball, no good. He's got 5. Now with 6. 2 racks to go. He's got 9. Up to 10 now. 1 rack left. Points. He's got 12. Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. He's got 12 points to show for his efforts there. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Yeah, he was totally inconsistent out there. You know, we always talk about guys getting into a rhythm in this event, and he just never was able to do that.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
Well, Klay's dad was an NBA player. Michael.
The round ends, and he's got 19. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
Yeah, Kevin, I'd say it was pretty as a picture or a beautiful postcard. Really wonderful concentration from the first ball all the way to the last one.
Yeah, that's right, Clark. He approached every shot the same. Pace was nice. He never got ahead of himself.
So it'll be Chris Paul here.
A hot start is pretty...
The round ends, and he's got 19. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
That was very nice. I mean, he didn't let any misses throw him off. Stayed the course, Steve. He avoided any kind of cold streak.
Yeah, and that's the only way to end up with a score like that. You got to keep your momentum going from one rack to the next.
And here we go with Kyle Korver. He's got to have a 20 or higher. And so here's Curry now. It can be a big advantage going last. He knows the score he needs to beat in order to qualify.
20 points.
He hits the 20 mark on the nose. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
He lit it up big time. That was some silky smooth shooting all the way through.
Yeah, his stroke looked great. He went along.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. The shot clock's at 24 seconds. He better be ready to put up some points in a hurry. So it'll be Chris Paul here. 24 seconds back on the clock. Can he do better?
It's a matter of him just knocking.
And so it'll be Stephen Curry here. Pressure's on. He's got 24 seconds to top the score and move on. A great shot here. Not the highest score. So it'll be Chris Paul here. He squeaked into this round with the lowest qualifying score so far. He's the first one to go in this one. And he tallies 18 points. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
That's a well-earned and well-deserved score. He found his rhythm, and he kept his rhythm.
Yeah, and given the look on his face throughout that round, guys, I'd say he's taking this contest very seriously.
And here we go with... He knows how many points it's going to take to be crowned the champion. Let's see if he can get it done.
We're down to the last hurrah. Let's see what kind of fireworks we go out with this year.
Yep, it's the moment of truth, guys. And listen to this place. This is what makes this contest so great.
Great stuff. Now is 6. That's 7. He's got 8.
Off to a terrific start.
If he misses more than 2, it's over. 11 points. 12 for him. Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Out of here.
Yeah, you do your best, but, you know, this competition is so tough. If you're not on your game, you're not going to win.
The round ends, and he's got 19. And that puts an end to the Foot Locker three-point contest. It couldn't have gone any better for this year's outstanding. Welcome, everyone. This is all-star action, folks. Kevin Harlan. All right, here he comes. Oh, you saw that? Did you see that?
Behind the back.
Look at it. Oh, he went around his back. He went around his back with it.
Around the rosy.
That was a variation of the one where they go through the leg.
Yes.
That was a nice variation on that.
They call that the papoose. So it'll be Larry Nance here, second to the stage, looking to make an impression with his first dunk. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, disaster.
Yeah, not enough elevation there, Kevin.
And so here's Antetokounmpo now. First appearance. Let's see what he's got for us. Oh, he covered his eyes.
Yeah, he covered his eyes. He went to the human blindfold.
He covered his eyes.
Yeah, he went to the forearm blindfold.
Oh, my goodness.
And the 360 is actually about a 200 degree. It wasn't a full 360. It was a little north of 180.
Thank goodness he took geometry.
I give him about a 240 on that.
Oh, that's good stuff.
240 degrees.
That is good stuff.
And a nice little forearm blindfold, too.
Got it.
Yeah, I like it.
And here we go with Victor Oladipo. Fourth on the list. Let's see what he can do. All right, Clark.
Here we go. And just double clutched it here a little bit, Kevin. Took it down around knee level.
Yeah, were you in the stretch?
Yeah. He made himself kind of like an accordion here.
I'm stretching.
And then extended,
Yeah, compacted and then extended.
You're an accordion, man. You can do that.
Yep.
Levine's got the slight edge after round one with the first dunks in the books.
You know, you can't be comfortable with this lead, though, Kevin, if you're him.
All right, Clark, he's up for his second dunk right here.
And, Kevin, I think he needs something really strong and good this time around. That first one was not memorable.
Well, you know that these guys have worked on 3 or 4.
Where did you get that?
He go through the legs or around the back there?
Through the legs?
Yeah, it was through the legs, spinning away.
Yep. The legs and over your shoulder to grandmother's house we come.
Yeah.
And here we go with Larry Nance. Back to our second dunk. Let's see what he's got the second time around.
Going after it here, Kevin.
He is. And I think, we just saw this one, right?
You think?
Yeah.
We did indeed, Kevin. There's no thinking to it. That's for sure. We did see it already.
I got a bad memory. We did just see it.
Yeah. A little too much of the same, right?
Yeah. We had too much popcorn.
Yeah. I'll take it right off your hands, buddy.
And so here's Antetokounmpo now, and he's the third dunker in the order, getting ready for dunk number 2.
Good. This guy he just got major elevation.
He does.
One bounce, catch it, go through the legs and throw it down over the head in kind of a sideways motion.
And kick that leg way up. That was nice.
Wow. Go with Victor Oladipo. Last in the order. Once again, he's back in action.
Oh, that was pretty nice. Just didn't have the power, though. He could have gotten up on top of this ball and then went underneath the goal while he was doing the little pirouette.
360. Double clutch.
That's still pretty nasty, though.
Sure it is.
But it wasn't clean. It was like dirty snow. It doesn't have the same beauty.
Levine's got a battle here with 3 guys not giving up any ground, Clark, after the first 2 rounds.
Time to reach back for that one.
Well, he's the leader here as he gets set for this final dunk.
Well, let's see if he can finish strong because he's in great position now.
No question. His first couple of rounds.
Was thrown from behind the backboard, over the backboard. Well thrown.
Yeah, great pass.
And then you got the catch and the 360.
So it'll be Larry Nance here. Final dunk for him, third from last of the night. Okay, hold on. Did we not just see that earlier?
Yep, we sure did, partner. I don't know what to say. That's not how you one-up yourself in the competition. I mean, we got to get these guys to understand what the rules are. It's not to duplicate what you see. It's to create something that we haven't seen. That's the idea.
You know what? We've seen blindfolded dunkers. We have blindfolded broadcasters. We do not want to watch this. We do not want to watch this again. And so here's Antetokounmpo now, and the second to last dunker of the night, looking to finish strong. All right, here we go.
This guy gets a major running start here. I love the way he glides, though. That's the thing. Comes in with real speed and flushes it down clean.
Very smooth.
Real smooth.
And here we go with Victor Oladipo. And our last contestant looking to finish big.
Okay, high toss here, high bounce, and then a pretty good catch. A little maneuver mid-air on the catch.
Yeah.
Got it with one and then put two hands on it, so.
Okay.
Little pity pat. We call that a pity pat dunk.
Yeah, okay.
One hand, the second hand got on it. And good elevation, but nothing ear-splitting there.
And what a fantastic display of high-flying dunking creativity and athleticism. That's what our new dunk champion showed us here tonight.
Awesome stuff, Kevin. A really great time for us and the fans.
Yeah, every year. I look forward to this, guys. What a show. Some amazing talent out on the floor.
And it's been a joy to be here to witness some incredible dunks, incredible athleticism, and bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, it'll be the West All-Stars up against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And how much fun is this? The All-Star Game officially upon us, typically a high-scoring, fast-breaking affair. Shaq, any reason to think it's going to be anything different this time around?
Well,
The top shelf of NBA players all gathered here tonight for the All-Star Game. It's great to have you with us. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Antetokounmpo. Marc Gasol is out there with Griffin. Then it's Russell. And it's Kobe in at the shooting guard position.
And if you remember last year, I mean, no star shined brighter in this game than Russell Westbrook. How about 41 points, just one off Wilt Chamberlain's all-time record. And I'd say Russell was a very deserving MVP. And guys, you know, we've had some all-star game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
Here's Russell following the basket by Kyrie Irving. The drive by Russell. The shot is off. Good D by Irving.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Davis kicks to Booker. Tries again. And Griffin sends it back. Here's the break. Bryant passes to Griffin. Now here's Bryant. Defense is right there. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. Greg, you brought up last year's game, that unbelievable 163-158 win for the West, and it was indeed the highest scoring All-Star game of all time.
Yeah, and I mean, defense has never been what the All-Star game's about, but that was out of control and made for one heck of a show.
Curry's checked in for Russell.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And guys, just thinking back to last year's All-Star game, I mean, something that was really special. How about the sight of Pau and Marc Gasol, two brothers facing each other on the opening jump ball?
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws here tonight. That moment when the Gasol brothers competed for the opening tip really was unique. It was the first time two siblings have ever started an NBA All-Star game.
And you could sense, Kevin, that the significance was not lost on them. They both talked about how much it meant to them. It was just a really cool moment to be a part of.
And he gets it to go. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Irving kicks to Booker. And he converts the layup. Booker's got 6.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today. And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And, you know, this game, in a lot of ways, guys, has belonged to the Western Conference the entire decade. I mean, last year they got the job done again. So although it did come down to the wire, the end result still was Western Conference dominance. And you know, there were a couple of records that fell at last year's All-Star game. But to me, the most shocking one of all, the number of three-pointers made. 48. I mean, the teams they combined for 48 threes.
And Griffin sends it back. And it's Curry at the elbow. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And those 48 three-pointers you talked about, Greg, the previous high for threes in an All-Star game was 30. So that's what I call shattering a record. Oh, man, oh, man.
It was insane. And really, that speaks to the evolution of the game as well. The game has become far more perimeter-oriented in terms of the skill set.
Now here's Booker. 8 points for him. Outside Irving. To the middle. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
It's Curry outside, and that one's good. Curry's got 9 points.
And there's such a sense of history that surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held, and you think back on all the legends of the NBA. They've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
And the West All-Stars with possession. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Kobe. Curry dishes to Gasol. Back to Curry. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Griffin passes to Gasol. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And you talked about NBA legends, Greg, putting their stamp on this game. How about, for instance, Wilt Chamberlain's 42 points and 24 rebounds in that 1962 All-Star game?
Wow, I mean, that was amazing. What about Michael Jordan following up his epic win in the 88 Slam Dunk Contest with 40 points and the MVP award as well the next night? So just so many great memories from this event.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Gasol. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. We talked about the game, and Coach made it clear that he was going to do everything he could to have a very small presence in the game. These guys know what they're doing, and nobody wants to see me calling timeouts or anything. I'm going to roll the ball out and let them play. Just what players could hope for.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Nobody near Irving. That three off the mark.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Here's Gasol. Here's Griffin. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. It's all knotted up.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Wade, he's checked in for Booker. Then for the West All-Stars, Durant's checked in for Griffin. And Paul subbed in for Steph Curry. And Durant sends it back. Guys, this offense...
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Davis. No good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Kobe dishes to Gasol. Leonard against Paul. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. Outside for Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. Paul passes to Gasol. The high post shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A big group substitution here for the East. Towns, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. James comes in for Anthony Davis. Paul George is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And John Wall subbed in for Irving. The West also making some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Gasol. Hayward comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Harden in for Bryant. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, trailing by 2. 5 to shoot, and Wall kicks to LeBron. Here's the 3. No good.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been...
James Harden picking up that last basket. Can't get it to go. The West All-Stars with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Durant dishes to Harden. Beyond the arc. Durant, the pass to Duncan. Harden outside. Again, the miss by Harden.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Paul. And it's the East with the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Now here's Hayward. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
The East All-Stars have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And it's tied up with that one.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Harden outside. A 3-ball. Can't hit. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. James kicks to Wall. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Wall's got his first basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Hayward on the wing. There's the 3. That's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Hayward's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. And the East All-Stars call time here. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Porzingis is checked in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Here's Porzingis. Back to Wall. Releases. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Wall's got his second basket of the night. Wall's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Stolen by Durant. And here's the break. Hayward kicks to Duncan. Hayward against George. Duncan gets a wide open look, and James pulls it down.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
There's a good screen. A shot by Hayward, wide open. They grab their own miss. Hayward's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Wall. Pass to Porzingis. At the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. A great event unfolding. 1 quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
Irving is out there with Booker. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Porzingis in a power forward. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see it on the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Good on both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Bryant. Kobe draws the double. Russell with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Lets a floater go. No good from Booker.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
That's All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the East. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the West. Westbrook against Irving. Unloads from 13. And the jumper falls for him. Irving's got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And what a show Russell Westbrook put on a year ago at the All-Star game. I mean, you could tell early on that he was looking to take over and leave his mark.
Well, and Westbrook, Greg, in that All-Star game did take over. He ended up with 41 points in about 25 minutes played, Clark.
Yeah, he got 28 shots up to get to that 41, but it was quite clear he was on a mission in that game, and he was surely the star of the show.
And they've had a tough time, Clark, scoring in the half court.
Yeah, transition buckets have really saved them, really. You know, when you look at it, that's been their remedy.
Yeah, but also credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
Embiid, no good. Embiid's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Gasol. Embiid comes with a double team. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal, and they're moving it up. Davis kicks to Embiid. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Joel Embiid. It's Westbrook with the drive. It's stolen by Davis. To the paint. On a nice shot by Booker. And it's a 4-point East All-Star lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the East All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Irving dishes to Leonard. Davis sets a screen. Leonard the pass to Davis. Here's Irving. Rejected by Gasol. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Embiid kicks to Leonard. Free throw line jump shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now, here's Irving, following the miss by Russell Westbrook, and he gets it to go.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
That's tipped. The kick out to Bryant. He dishes it to Griffin. Left side, Bryant. Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. Westbrook with the block. And Davis, here we go. Westbrook with the block. Embiid inside. Antetokounmpo defending. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Down low. Outside for Kobe. He feeds it to Westbrook. At the elbow, Griffin. Pass to Gasol. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The East All-Stars have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Pau Gasol is checked in for the East. Curry's checked in for the West. Paul comes in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Stephen Curry.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's the West All-Stars ball. Curry with a wide open look. And he hits it to tie the game up. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Once again, the defense letting him get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Irving with the ball. Chris Paul covering Bosh. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now here's Griffin. Here's Gasol. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 4 assists now tonight. Gasol's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. Here's Bosh. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bosh has got his second basket.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
And it's Paul penetrating to the middle. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 20.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
No good from Booker. And the West All-Stars have possession. Here's Kobe, and the rejection by Leonard. Gasol with the steal. Paul against Irving. Paul kicks to Curry. Fires the three. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Now here's Gasol. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Here's Griffin. Goes up the baseline. And it's the East with the rebound. Irving dishes to Gasol. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early. And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
And the East All-Stars call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the East with some changes. Paul George is checked in for Leonard. Wade comes in for Booker. And John Wall subbed in for Irving. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Gasol. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Kobe. And it's Russell in for Paul. Curry's shot is good.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And here's Wall. And there's the pass to Bosh. Shoots from the baseline. The shot by George, no good. A tight game here in New York. Curry rejected by Wall, but they recover it. The shot by Curry, no good.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. because I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no birds up there.
No. And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Now here's Curry. He's got 26. Hayward on the wing. Durant the pass to Curry. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Wade drives in, goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now Wall. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. All with it. Nice D from Durant.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Wall attacking. Again, the miss by Wall. Wall's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Russell kicks to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Wall up top, guarded by Curry. And Gasol slams it in.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right
world?
there, Kev.
And George with this stuff.
Boy, there was a little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's going to stop that.
Not when he comes in with the tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Goodness, you cannot punch it any harder than that.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
George dishes the Wall. Here's Bosch. The shot misses. Nice D from Durant. From deep three-point range. Right wing. From deep. No good. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Kobe is out there with Russell. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Griffin. And it's Antetokounmpo into the three.
Are you kidding? I mean, this is an all-star finish if ever I've seen one.
And that's one of the plays people are going to remember and talk about from this year's game for sure.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Irving. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
3-on-3. Here's Leonard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Tony Parker's checked in for the West.
Kevin, no surprise. They've capitalized on their opportunities at the free throw line. That's their MO.
He kicks it to Gasol. Parker outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Just 5 to shoot to the inside. And finished off by Gasol.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Booker, ball's knocked loose, and Davis throws it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you've come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the West All-Stars.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Porzingis, he's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's LeBron in for Leonard. Here's Porzingis. A shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Here's Harden. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. The West All-Stars have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Irving passes to Embiid, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Terrific work by Embiid. 8 rebounds, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
The West All-Stars with the ball. And here's Harden for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Porzingis can't hit.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Parker outside for the 3. And that is good. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Gasol with the steal. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Oh, the alley-oop connection. That's all-star play at its best.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Porzingis.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Porzingis has gone 3 for 5 from the field. Parker gets to Gasol. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Harden up top. Puts it up. That one off the back iron and out.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Parker outside. Griffin kicks to Gasol. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Towns is checked in, and West also making a switch. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Tony Parker.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Porzingis knocks down the 3-ball. Porzingis has got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the East All-Stars. Moving against Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
I tell you what, a lot of shimmy and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
And here's the West with the ball. 3-point lead, and he stuffed it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
Westbrook's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Here's Porzingis, and it comes off the front of the rim. And the West All-Stars have possession. Westbrook dishes to Harden, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for the West All-Stars. Here's James. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. James has got his second bucket of the night.
The signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's just a 4-point West All-Star lead.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And Westbrook, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
What a night so far for Westbrook. He's got 8 points and 2 blocks. Passing and free throws, those are 2 areas where you love to get production.
And I like the fact that he's been a positive player all day. Hasn't had a lot of errors in the game.
Wayne Wade's checked in for the East. Wall comes in for Irving. The West also making some changes. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Paul subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And the West All-Stars have possession. 4-point game. Good looking screen by Gasol. For 3, Westbrook. East grabs the miss. LeBron's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's Wade in the corner. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Wade's got 10 points. Wade's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Westbrook against Wall. It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. The game now all time. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
George is checked in for Porzingis. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Duncan's checked in. And Wall kicks to LeBron. Here's Towns. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. We've got 1:28 left in the 3rd. Paul against Wade. Paul outside. Fires from the wing. East grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backcourt.
Inside, Duncan. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Duncan's got it all tied up now for the West All-Stars. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Here's Wall. The 17-footer goes down. Wall's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Durant with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out left to the wing. Wall wide open. That one bounces around and comes back out. Durant kicks to Harden. It's stolen by Wall. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
George against Harden. Dishes it to Duncan. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Wall. The shot is off. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
A moment now to reset the lineups back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the East All-Stars. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Davis. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Embiid in at the 5.
Been a very solid outing for George. He has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more.
Oh, look out, and then you throw him stuff like that. Oh, my. How does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, goodness.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's sent back by Bryant. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Davis, the pass to George. Embiid kicks to Irving. Can't get it to go. Curry with some nice D. Russell with it. George picks him up. The drive by Russell. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here's the East. They lead by 1. George dishes to Davis. The shot's good on the assist by George. 11 points for Davis.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And stolen by Irving. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very good for them.
Really been an ugly game for him as he continues to give the ball away on offense, guys.
The East making a switch. Booker's checked in. Marc Gasol's checked in for the West. Durant kicks to Griffin. That's good.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for the West. Now Irving. Now the feed to Embiid. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
The drive by Russell. And it's sent back by Irving.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. There's the dish to Embiid. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it to Davis. It's rebounded by the West. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Booker. Gasol with the defensive effort.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Here's Griffin. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Griffin's got 6 in the quarter.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch. Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Russell against Irving. Russell inside, and he gets it to go.
That's what this team needs right now, solid scoring chances.
Here's Booker. And easy 2 points on the layup.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Outside Russell. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Fast break, here we go. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Griffin passes to Russell. And that one's good. Russell's got the game tied up here for the West All-Stars.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Timeout called East All-Stars. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. He was intent on running the offense through Embiid. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Russell, no luck. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Pull up Jay. The shot will not go. Griffin with some nice D. Here's Davis. No good with the layup. And they're running. Griffin's shot is off. And here are the East All-Stars. A 2-point game. Pass to Leonard to the inside. Griffin with the steal. And they're moving it up. Here's Kobe. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Russell. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Booker kicks to Irving. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. The lead is 2. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Off the inbound. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. 17 points for Anthony Davis.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Gasol, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The offensive rebound. Here's Davis, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
All sorts of time, and right through it goes. And now it's an 8-point East All-Star lead.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
And finished off by Gasol.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Here's Russell. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Here's Leonard. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. The drive by Russell. Plays it up and banks it in.
And then you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Irving. Passes it to Embiid. Leonard on the wing. Irving against Russell. From the line. Here's Embiid. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Embiid's got the lead up to 8 now for the East All-Stars. The drive by Russell. First one falls for Dwayne Wade. He's checked in for the East. And so Russell hits them both. Now here is Irving. Floats one. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. He kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
They get a hand on it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And here's Embiid. And Griffin sends it back. And they get it back. And Davis can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Embiid. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Russell dishes to Griffin. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Blake Griffin.
Probably wasn't what we're looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Russell against Irving. Kept alive. Here's Embiid. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Russell. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Free throw good, Russell.
D'Angelo Russell. One shot.
Irving with it. Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Davis. Rejected by Gasol. And they're on the break. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, under Tecumbo in this one. 9 points. He's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
Kevin, that trip there was a good sign for him. He's been getting to the line often, but has been struggling to convert. They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
And it's Wade penetrating. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Here's Russell. Off target with his 3. Russell's gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts, and that one's good. And 12 points for Kawhi Leonard.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Duncan, he's checked in for Gasol. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Curry subbed in for Russell. Curry passes to Duncan. Here's the 3. No good. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Now, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
Here's Curry with the 3. Some solid defense there from Irving.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead 3s like that one.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
1:21 left to play here in the 4th. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Irving's got 14 points here in the second half. Now Curry. Duncan kicks to Curry. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Irving against Curry. Davis inside. Wade outside. Duncan against Leonard. A floater. He lays it in. And now it's an 11-point East All-Star lead.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
No one near him. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Here's Leonard. Goes back up. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
And here's Bryant for three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He hits the second from the line.
Boy, his hands weren't the steadiest at the line that time, but that was all they needed to put a cap on this one.
And then Durant with the dunk.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Team is in the penalty for singles. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
On its way from Curry for 2. Misses off the left iron. Outside, George. So it's the East All-Stars winning
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP. Joel Embiid, the fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another. And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet.